I am the Mikiro. This is the Mikiro Show. My TikTok platform, basically. I just wanted to let you know that basically I'm okay. But yesterday I was nearly killed. Probably the worst I've ever experienced on the roads, and since 2023 I've rode about, I think it's 192,000 miles. Partly on this, I'm about to show you now what's left of my bike. Yesterday I was rear-ended by a Morrisons delivery lorry, box lorry. When I was waiting at the junction from Adam Lane onto Worle High Street by the Woodspring pub, he just came out of nowhere, smashed into the back of the bike and just drove straight through me, even though he hit me initially, and then I've turned around and I was being basically pushed. I've looked and we made eye contact and I was shouting and banging and he just drove and he slowed down a bit and then he drove through me. I counted 6 impacts, 6 bangs, into my back, into the back of my body, into the back of my bike. I'm going to show you the bike now. This is what's left of it. Alright, Rev. Come on, sweetheart. Good girl. As you can see, she is absolutely finished. Absolutely finished. Yeah, I get the idea. There's nothing left of the bike. There's nothing salvageable on the bike. The bike's finished. I don't know how I'm alive, to be honest with you. I don't know how the fuck I survived this, but this is what happened. The bloke actually drove through me. He pushed me up into the air, and then obviously, I've swung my right leg over the bike and just bailed out. Do you know what I mean? I just sort of I'm on the bike and I've been boom. He's hit me from behind with the lorry. And I've turned around to see what was going on, and then bang, I've been hit again. And I'm looking at him in the eye, and I'm at that point, I've swung my leg round, and I could feel the bike get pulled under the wheel. At the same time, I'm sat there. I'm sat on the actual saddle. The bike just crunched. I actually felt her completely and just totally just crunch. And get pulled under the wheel. Actually get pulled all the way under the vehicle, and then he's basically stopped with his front left wheel on top of the bike, with the bike led on the ground. And then I've run round to try and get his attention, and dude, he's just looking straight through me, yeah? He's tried to drive off again. I've had to put myself in between, I had to get in the path of the vehicle and banging on the vehicle and that, shouting at him. Eventually he stopped. You could see he wanted to drive away, do you know what I mean? Luckily for me, an off-duty police officer came and basically dealt with it. I shouldn't imagine he'd be keeping his job for much longer. And they owe me a new bike, because that's what's left of mine. My carbon fibre specialised racing bike is no more. I don't have a bike now because obviously this has happened. My other bike's just is badly damaged as well. Even the crank wheels bent and that. The whole bike, the pedal arms bent, the crank wheels bent and snapped. The rear arms have snapped. The actual up post is snapped, the crossbar is snapped, the headset is snapped, every join on this bike has snapped, and I survived that. I had to go to hospital. I went to hospital, obviously. Luckily for me, I was in my full armour. I didn't have my helmet on, but I was in full armour, and today I don't feel very well at all. I've just literally got out of bed just now, about an hour ago, where I'm not very well at all. I've been sick today. I'm feeling a bit sick now. I've already been sick today, and I just feel all shaky and fucking really weak. Pardon my language. I feel shaky and weak, and And I actually do feel like I was, you know, in a collision with a lorry. Like, I actually does feel like what I should imagine that feels like. So, I mean, I've been hit by loads of vehicles, haven't I? Do you know what I mean? It's part of the course, but that was scary. That was fucking scary. Come from behind. So I'm like that, waiting for the traffic to pass so I can pull out onto the high street and get moving. Yeah, he pushed me into the path of the vehicle. The car actually drove around him. Actually drove around me. Yeah, because he just made his excuse was I was looking left. I quote, I was looking left is what he said. And when I said to him, what the fuck are you doing? Like, right there, mate. You just drove straight into me, straight through me. Yeah, like, he was going to pull out onto the junction into traffic anyway. Yeah, there was cars coming. That's why I was waiting. Yeah, he didn't give a fuck about it. They weren't even looking. I reckon he was on his phone. I reckon he was on his phone or it was attempted murder. It's one of the two. He was on his phone or it's attempted murder, and they better be compensating me very well. I've actually got in touch with Morrisons, and they've got their legal team getting in touch with me. But, you know, I'm going to be taking that to court. I'm not having that. You ain't getting away with that. He's gonna be paying me some money. I'm not very well, and my bike's finished, so I need a bike.